Assalamualaikum. My name is, first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Madiha Batul and I am PhD from GC University Lahore. Recently, I completed my PhD degree and PhD journey. I am very thankful to MITWS Radio to inviting me and share some moments of the PhD research journey with you people. And I'm very intrigued and the rigor and the sense of fulfillment with after this degree. So I want to share a glimpse of my PhD research journey, and I started. It all started with the realization that in order to have a successful career as a researcher, I need a PhD degree. First point and the key point. And the actual journey started on a rather interesting note from my workplace to some other university of the Lahore. I was offered an admission as a PhD candidate at that place, and it at the same time I have to leave my job, and I'm a government job holder, and which is not possible to me, and completely different environment was not particularly funny. So I would not say I left that opportunity, and I was very keen student to join as a PhD student, but then I left anyways, and then scenario changed. And on getting to the GC University, I met with a spiritual personality who later changed my some of my perspectives about life and showed me how PhD supervision should be done. My supervisor, and she interacted with me, and I told all my problems, challenges in the workplace, and I would be happy if I could be help me, and if she could help speed up my all research work and the research period, I should say. Then bombshell came when the PhD coordinator told me that due to the corona, all the courses are not started yet, and it will took a 2 and 3 months more. But I was too much excited that I don't want to waste money, and I don't want to waste time, and I have to complete my PhD on time. And so I emphasize all these points, and describe all my problems to my supervisor. Supervisor took us action, and she started my classes, and due to her blessing, I completed my coursework with 3.6 GPA, and took my comprehensive on time, and I cleared all my coursework, and now started research work, and my research work was accordingly due to the my own liking and my own interest in nanoparticles. I researched on the metal oxide nanoparticles and its application. I basically green synthesized the metal oxide nanoparticle, three nanoparticle, iron, copper, and zinc nanoparticles, and their application in the different biomedical and the industrial fields. First of all, azodiazide absorption, cationic, anionic dyes, and azo Congo red, and these dyes were absorbed, and their thermodynamically stability and their other reaction parameters were checked, and their absorption rates and the kinetics was studies. Then I applied these nanoparticle as an anti-cancer activity on MDA-MB 231 cancer cell line, and their IC50 values, and then I apply my zinc oxide nanoparticle as a safe with the food packaging, nano food packaging on the grapes, and it was also and I made the plastic film, PLA film, with a zinc oxide nanoparticle, which is biodegradable film, and this film was coated on the zinc oxide nanoparticle and applied on the fruits, and the shelf life of the fruit was increased. Their capacity and their shelf life, due to the increase in the shelf life, food can be stored and traveled, and can be safe more time period. And other application was wound healing properties on the mouse, and I applied the silica gel and the zinc oxide nanoparticle combination, and this combination wound healed least and took less time as compared to the non-nanoparticles. Nanoparticles have more effective to release the time of the wound and heal it early. So these are my applications, and also the antimicrobial and antifungal activity with the different strains. Three particles, iron, copper, and zinc. I applied for the MIC, MIB, and their total surface covering antimicrobial activity. And I successfully completed this period within 3 years. And all these in within all these time, I was too much in hurry that I completely periodically and continuously difficult time, but I prepared it before that I'm ready for it, that I have to do it, then I have to do it. So suddenly the research work was published, and I have my own 11 papers which are in the international journals with the impact factor of 2 to 5 range. And I have participated in the different conferences during this period, at least 10 conferences. I attended the conference in Turkey and other countries, online conferences, and experience was too good. And I was too much blessed that my paper was published in the time period. I am Dr. Madiha Abdul now. So, end of the theory, end of so what are the parts of this story was to current and the potential PhD candidate. First, you need a strong motivation to engage in the PhD research. As simple as this sound, it's important for the student to know if having a PhD degree is the right step to take in the first place. Don't waste 3-4 years of the time doing what you would not need eventually. Besides, when the chips are down, you need a very strong motivation to continue, and such motivation are usually stronger if they come from within. And second, when you are applying for a PhD program, you are allowed to choose your own supervisor, and try to look for a supervisor who would have your interest at all and interest at heart, and ask around, check her profile. It's not enough to have a supervisor in your field of interest. Institution matter, and look for an institution that best fit the kind of a PhD you intended to be. And I was able to participate in the different opportunities where PhD program, because all my supporters were with my all research work, all helped me a lot. And third, as a PhD candidate, always look for the opportunities that will enhance your PhD program and help you finish on time. And time is too much important. And fourth one is that as I was sure that the program would add value to my PhD. And the fourth, as a PhD candidate, have a clear picture of what you want to do in your head. A good PhD researcher take a lot of time to conceive, and a few students have their PhD research project as an extension of their master's degree. And my PhD was not an extension of my last degree, and it had an idea of the what I wanted to my PhD research long before to push through, even when the motivation to continue seems to have done. And lastly, try to imbibe learning, innovation, competence building, and the system networks. And LICS it's the basically combination of the learning, innovation, competence, and system networks culture. Work hard and have fun. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. My name is Madiha Batul, and I want to share a poem for my PhD degree, and PhD journey on a PhD journey, a poem. So let's start. I thank you to MITWS that enabled me to present my this poem with you people. So I started. I awake, I see nothing but an unfinished desire, that despite my greasy ruffled hair and my unwashed face, I sit there in my chair, pondering over Butler and the Marx. Facule Adorno, Shakespeare, Hell, and Duguay. Both night and the day, I am consume my theories that don't often make sense to students. For me, a scholar to be, that's my journey as a PhD. I choose to stay home to type in my PJ, letter upon letter, stumbling over words, phrase. Sentences that say no compel me to stop, read, and summarize. At other time, I stop for too long, too difficult to get past a theoretical knot when I wish to unite, not within a sigh, then restoring coherently into what I think I'm saying. No, I think what they are saying. But that's just me, stuck in the mode of a PhD. 80,000 words is not difficult at all, for it is the quality of the argument with lots of citations and the references that add or subtract from theories I have read that's more important than the number of words I need to fulfill. At an undergraduate level, when counts are your goals, but at the post, your goal is to complete as what you have been foretold. Your research, your writing, your case studies, whatever it might be, it's all about completion, self fulfillment, self actualization in the pursuit of a PhD. Suddenly, my vocabulary changes based on the ethnography, anthropology, physics. No, that's just not me. I'm reading about wars, histories, cultures, genders, and the consumerism. I consider human rights, social justice, ethics, everything in between, which are urgently problematic. That's the key word in academia. And now I fear I speak ontology, numerology, epistemology, the orgies of fireworks that I cannot grapple with. To give head or a thumbs up or down, or whichever active position is preferred, it's theory affecting practice and the practice informing theory that makes my research meaningful, impactful as a PhD. I may groan and I may moan, but it's all worth it. When it's over, you will see my name with a PhD. And thank you very much.